Have you ever seen that person? The one who never fails, who wakes up every day at the same time, does the work, and just never stops. While everyone else gives up by the third week, they keep going. And you look at them and think, man, that's not normal. There is a level of consistency so frightening, so absolute. It makes people look at you with fear. It's an ancient system created by Zen monks in Japan. They call it Gyōji, the practice that perpetually continues itself. Once you understand the 4 brutal principles of Gyōji, you will never break a goal again. But there's a catch. This system requires you to kill a part of yourself you never knew existed. Stay until the end, because the 4th step is the one no one talks about. But first, subscribe and comment the one habit you want to make unbreakable. Let's begin. This is the story of Raphael. Smart, successful, but plagued by a pattern. Monday, motivation. Wednesday, mental negotiation. Friday, complete surrender. He tried everything. Habit apps, rewards, accountability partners. Nothing worked because he was fighting something he couldn't see, the very architecture of his own brain. In the Zen temples, they understand this architecture. Your brain categorizes every commitment into 2 boxes: reversible, where negotiation lives, and irreversible, where the action simply happens. When a monk takes his vows, he's not promising to try to meditate. He's changing his identity. He's declaring himself a meditator. The negotiation ends. A Harvard neuroscientist proved this. When you make a behavior public, your primitive brain interprets failure as a survival threat. Your ancestors who lost status in the tribe died. Raphael stopped making private promises and made a public declaration. Every person he knew became fuel. The thought of admitting he was just another guy who couldn't deliver became unbearable. The social pressure made giving up more painful than continuing. Even with the public vow, Raphael was still waging war every morning. He was wasting energy on the same stupid question. When will I do this? This decision burns up the glucose in your brain that should be used for the actual practice. You're wasting your fuel deciding when to drive instead of actually driving. The monk's 2nd principle, non-negotiable hours. Raphael chose 5 a.m. not because he loved watching the sunrise, but because the world was asleep. No messages, no emails, no distractions, no excuses. The time wasn't about optimization, it was about elimination. Eliminating every possible reason to do it later. The first week was hell, but by the 2nd week something changed. His body had begun preparing. On the 14th day, the alarm rang, and his feet touched the floor before his conscious mind even engaged. No thought, no decision, just movement. When the schedule is fixed, your brain can't argue with a constant. But Raphael discovered a new problem. His schedule was fixed, but he kept changing what he did. His brain found a new negotiating point. Variety keeps things interesting, but variety is where consistency dies. Every small decision is a crack where your old patterns leak back in. The monk's 3rd principle, the one way. Raphael completely locked everything down. 20 push-ups, 10 minutes of meditation, 10 minutes of reading. Same order, same timer, every day for 90 days. His mind screamed for variety, but that was the point. By week 6, he was halfway through his push-ups before he even realized he'd started. The practice was taking care of itself. This is what consistency really is. An MIT researcher studied the automatization of behavior. They found that when you repeat an action in the same context for approximately 66 days, the basal ganglia, the part of your brain responsible for motor control, takes over. You are no longer deciding to do it, you are simply doing it. You've gone from willpower to choreography. On day 35, Raphael caught the flu. This is where the old pattern kicks in. Sick day, good exception. The all-or-nothing lie has killed more consistency than laziness ever could. Because in that gap, all your old patterns return. A river never stops flowing during a drought. It may be a trickle, but it never stops. The moment it stops, it's no longer a river, it's a memory. When you prioritize continuity over perfection, you become unstoppable. Travel day arrived, no gym, 4 a.m. airport. Raphael did 5 push-ups in the airport bathroom. He meditated for 2 minutes in the Uber. Nothing was perfect, everything maintained momentum. That's Gyōji, the practice continuing itself. When people start calling your discipline scary or unhealthy, you know you're on the right track.
When X happens, I do Y. No thinking. No negotiating, just execution. The power of this is that your brain knows with absolute certainty that no matter what happens tomorrow, the practice continues. This certainty changes your entire nervous system. Your prefrontal cortex is intact to execute rather than decide. On the 90th day, Raphael completed his Gyōji. He wasn't the same person. When your discipline makes others uncomfortable, you're finally operating at the right level. Your existence proves that everything they say is impossible is actually just uncomfortable. Consistency isn't about doing something every day. It's about becoming someone who can't do it any other way. This is the death of your inconsistent self and the birth of your unbreakable self. If this video changed your perspective, do 3 things right now. 1. Subscribe for more content that will transform you. 2. Activate the bell so you don't miss the next stage of your journey. 3. Comment below and make your public declaration. What habit will you implement using the Gyōji system? Remember, the consistency that scares others is the only consistency worth having. See you in the next video.